who are here that don't know who you are, could you please give us a quick rundown on who you are and what you do, and just tell us all about yourself?
Perfect. Okay. What's up, guys? My name is Croyce Allen. I am a 19-year-old youth ambassador, youth leader, entrepreneur, influencer here in Los Angeles, California. And I work in, so I'm a youth leader. I also work in TV and film production. I also attend Dominguez Hills University. I just got done with my freshman year. So I'm done with that. Thank you. And yeah, that's it, to be honest.
Okay. So my very first question for you is, what started your passion for wanting to work with the youth? I know a lot of people, like, when they want to work with kids, they want to work with like kids, like babies,
Yeah.
So what sparked your passion to work with people in your age group and just youth in general?
I think it's just like when I was, I don't know, like I don't know, but I just love, just to be honest, I just love working with kids. Even when I was a kid, when I was about, I would say about 11 or 12, I used to volunteer in like the child daycare or summer camp. And I always, even when I was in high school, I volunteered at a acting conservatory called Amazing Grace Conservatory. It's founded by an actress named Miss Wendy Raquel Robinson. She was on BET's The Game. She's on Insecure. And I just love working with kids. Like, I know some kids look up to me as like their big brother, you know, their uncle. So I just want like kids and teens to know that like I'm there for them. Because, you know, some kids and teens need a support system, and sometimes they don't have that. So that's, you know, that's what I want to provide for the kids and teens in this world.
Okay. And so growing up, what was your childhood like? What was your high school experience like? Just give us a little background in your childhood and just growing up and what it was like for you.
I grew up, I grew up with my mother and my father. They weren't together at the time, but I grew up with mostly with my mother. I lived with my father when I was, I would say, in elementary school, just because he lived around where my elementary school was, which is in Park La Brea by the Grove in Los Angeles, more of the richer neighborhood. And I lived with him, you know, while attending elementary, and I kind of moved back and forth. Hi, Nubian. And I kind of moved back and forth. But I went to Hancock Park Elementary School. Then I went to John Burroughs Middle School, and then I went to Fairfax High School, and it was all in the same like area. So it's like it's walking distance. I live in the Crenshaw district, so I live about like 20 minutes away. But I think my mother just wanted me to, you know, go to school where it's more diverse. With like, you know, just more diverse, and for me to get like the good education. So I had such a good, I would say, like, I had such a good child experience. Like, my childhood was really, really, like, not good, but you know how we all, you know. I used to play football when I was little, just because I was a really big kid, and I'm still a big kid to this day. But my mom had me in football, and I just went to football practice, and then I grew up in the church. So I grew up at West Angeles Church of God in Christ, and which is right down the street from me. So everything was in my area, but the school. But when I attended school, I used to get bullied a lot, just because I was either like the heavy set kid, or I was a teacher's pet, or, you know, just like that. So I was bullied when I'd say I was in elementary school into middle school. But thank God, like, I had people that supported me, that stood up for me. Even people in my area, literally people that I live with in my area in the Crenshaw district went to the same school as me. So it's like, you know, my mom always taught me and my other friends how to like stick up for each other. You know, if somebody comes to me, you know, like, stand up for my son, that type of thing. But yeah, so I think me being bullied in elementary and middle school kind of got me to create my own organization, because I wouldn't say that I didn't have a support system, when I was going through that, but
Right.
that's why I have my own organization, so that I could tell kids, to defend themselves in the right way,
Right.
and to be a positive role model in the world. So
Okay.
yeah.
And so now that we know what your childhood was like and you know how you started all of your just great things all
Mhm.
together, when did you kind of decide to initiate it, you know? When was like what point in your life did you just sit down and say, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do and this is how I'm gonna do it?
I think I would have to say elementary school, because so the elementary school that I went to, I was in class, and each and every grade, they had us working on a video project. So they would give us our own Mac computers. We would be in like small groups, and we would be editing videos. We would basically just be working on short films. Like the
Mm-hmm.
whole class period, we will go outside. We would have to create like a film and then edit on the Mac computer that they gave us.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, so I think my main talent is being in the TV and film production, and it set in stone when I was little, like elementary school. Like I think the materials that they gave us in elementary school kind of helped me grow and develop into what I want to be, like what I want to be today.
Mm-hmm.
And like even like my mother knows, like I wasn't like a regular kid playing with toys or just like with trucks and stuff. Like I just made videos. Like back then I used to have like a regular iPhone, like those old
Mm-hmm.
iPhones. So like and plus we had iMovie. So I
Right.
think I would just like create little videos, and then like show it to my family. And yeah, I think elementary school is where like I set in stone of what I wanted to become. I wanted to become an actor, but I just learned, like being in the industry, that there's a lot of things that you have to do to become an actor.
Mm-hmm.
So at first I was, I want to be an actor. I was in, we used to, in the after school programs, we used to have like a YMCA. And I
Oh.
was a part of their theater programs, and like we would have like school plays. I would like perform in front of the whole school, or like our family and friends events in elementary. I would
Mm-hmm.
perform there, but then like growing up, I kind of wanted to experience the other side, so I decided to be in TV and film production. So yeah, it's a lot. Like I kind of experienced a lot, like just deciding on what I want to be when I grow up. Now, elementary started where I wanted to be set in stone.